Hey there, welcome back to another video. This is a special early Christmas unboxing of a package sent to me by Jonathan Lindsay. Before I get into showing what's in the box, I want to thank Jonathan for sending me this package and all of the other wonderful gifts he sent me over the years. I also want to thank anybody else who sent me anything, and I also want to thank everybody who has supported my channel, old and new. All the subscribers, old, new, they all mean a lot to me, and I put equal weight on gifts and comments and likes on my videos and subscribers. Any bit of support, any bit of anything, and I mean, it means a lot to me. It means an equal amount to me. I want to make that clear, that it's not like, oh, if somebody sends me gifts, that means more to me than somebody who leaves some nice words, or somebody who subscribes to my channel, or somebody who presses the like button. They are all equal to me. For me personally, I never thought in a million years I'd ever have anybody who'd want to send me things. It's a very humbling thing, and I'm really thankful for it, and it's definitely definitely a blessing. And all I gotta say is thank you. Now, without further ado, let's show what's in the box, shall we? Forgive the little edit here. Before I got started opening the box, you know, and checking stuff out, I had some audio issues, mainly some stuff going on in the background. Mainly my cat, who wouldn't stop yelling at the door. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? I went through these already, so I'm not as surprised as I was because of the funky distractions, but I'm still really psyched to have gotten all of this. This one, the first one I'm going to show you, is one that I knew I was getting because he told me about it, and that is Silent Night, Deadly Night, the Collector's Edition. Really glad to have this. Really glad to have anything that anybody would send me, but I am really psyched that Shout Factory, the Scream Factory, did this. The Anchor Bay release was terrible in terms of the transfer. This has a new transfer and a whole buttload of special features, and perfect timing too, because it's the holiday season. And I have a lot of fun memories associated with this movie. One of the first films I ever saw in 35mm, actually the first movie I ever saw in 35mm, was Silent Night, Deadly Night. I saw it with a good friend of mine named Damien in North Carolina, and I've really enjoyed the film ever since. And it has become kind of a holiday tradition for me to watch this every Christmas. So I'm looking forward to watching this or before Christmas for sure. Assault on Precinct 13. Really great film. The features on this are they're there in terms of like new interviews and stuff, but it's an upgrade over the DVD, and I had been wanting to get this for a while because I am a fan of this one, and the picture quality is probably going to be better than the DVD, and I'm definitely this is definitely a worthy addition to my collection for sure. Kong Skull Island, which is to date my favorite film of the year. I really love this one. I thought it was a wonderful throwback to the old school action adventure movies of yesteryear. If anything, I think it's a bit underrated considering a lot of the crap it gets from critics. Popcorn Special Edition from Synapse. This is awesome. Like this is really cool. Buy a bag, go home in a box. One of my favorite taglines, and I was looking forward to this release from Synapse for a long time because I enjoyed this film. I have fun with this one, and this one has like a feature-length documentary on it and some other interviews and a new transfer. So Synapse really outdid themselves with this release, and I'm really glad to have it in my hands. Also, they're going to be doing The Kindred, which I cannot wait for. Like, that's coming out sometime next year. So that's one of my most anticipated Blu-ray releases, is The Kindred. Get Out on Blu-ray. Get Out of Town. Get Out is Another film that I really enjoyed from this year. It's a film that I was really looking forward to. I thought was really interesting, and I definitely thought it lived up to the hype. So this is a film that I am really, really pleased to have in my collection. Great movie. One of the best. I would say that's the best horror film of the year. Screw it. Like, Get Out is a much better movie. Your Helmet is So Big, Spaceballs edition. The Spaceballs, Your Helmet is So Big edition. I don't think I have this edition. I think I have another edition of Spaceballs, like an anniversary edition. I don't know if that one has the same features as this one does, so I'll definitely give that a look. Regardless, love this film. Easily my favorite Mel Brooks comedy, and definitely in my top 50 if I made a top 50 of all-time favorite films. Kiki's Delivery Service on Blu-ray, another Miyazaki film for the anime collection, which I have a pretty decent collection now thanks to Jonathan. I'm really, I'm looking forward to watching those because it's nice to broaden your horizons. Also, I saw Paprika for my film studies class in college, and I really like that. So if any of these movies are like that, then yeah, I'm definitely down for some anime, for some more anime. Please, sir, can I have some more? Anyway, forgive me for flubbing my words and things like that. This is just overwhelming. Like, I just cannot even believe that one person would send me all of this just for making videos on the internet. Or I don't know exactly. The thought just means so much. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I like this one. I didn't love it as much as the first one, but I thought it was a fun sequel and definitely one of the better movies I've seen this year. The Shallows. I bought the DVD recently, but I will definitely take this. It's a gift. Also, it has special features on it that are not on the DVD. And it's always nice to have films on Blu-ray. They're upgrades over the DVDs, and they're nice upgrades. 13 Hours, a Michael Bay war film. I've heard about this one, never saw it. I actually heard it wasn't that bad. And maybe it isn't that bad. I mean, I'll give it a watch sometime. It's not a Transformers movie. Michael Bay seems to have a better track record when he's not doing Transformers films. So who knows? It might be something like American Sniper. I like that one, so maybe I'll like that. Westworld, the original Westworld on Blu-ray. This also has the TV pilot Beyond Westworld on it, as well as a featurette from back in the day and a trailer. Haven't seen this in a long time. I remember that there was going to be a remake of this in like the 2000s starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it never happened. And now there's like a TV series, which I've heard is pretty good. But I had wanted to get this because the DVD is awful in terms of the picture quality for this. Also, I've been pretty curious about revisiting this one, Westworld, with Yul Brynner as the robot cowboy. We got a triple feature of Matrix films. I already have the Matrix anthology on Blu-ray. I got that recently. But I'll make sure this finds a good home, though. I will make sure it finds a good home. John Wick Chapter 2. Badass movie. Badass sequel. I had a lot of fun watching this in the theater. So definitely pleased that this is in my collection alongside John Wick. John Wick Chapter 2 is easily one of the better sequels I've seen in a long time. Ghost in the Shell. Yep, I like this film. I thought it was a visually stunning film in the theater in 3D. I thought Scarlett Johansson did a good job. I thought the direction was impressive. I thought the visuals were stunning. And I actually like this more than the anime. And I don't understand the controversy around it. The reason why so many fans of the anime didn't give it a shot because of the whitewashing. If they were upset about the twist they were supposed to be. That's the whole point of the film. I thought it had some major balls doing what it did at the end, and I thought that was really something that was commendable and not condemnable. And overall, yeah, I'm a fan of this one, and I like this more than the anime, more than the watershed classic, timeless masterpiece that is the original Ghost in the Shell. If you like the original Ghost in the Shell, you like the anime, and you think it's a million times better, and you think this is an insult to it, to each their own. I personally prefer this. I thought it told the story better. I thought it was a better film, period. Demolition Man on Blu-ray. Love this film. Wish this had more features on it, but hey, is what it is. This is one of the last Stallone films on Blu-ray that I really, really, really wanted because of how much of a fan I am of this one. So this is definitely something that I'm very, very happy about. I'm happy about all of this, really. Warcraft on DVD. You know, I've never played the game, so I can't be one of those guys who's going to be like, oh, it's not like the game. But then I heard, like, if you haven't played the game, you're going to be kind of lost with it. But I like fantasy films, so I'll give this a watch sometime whenever I do, like, a video game movie marathon. I'll watch some Warcraft. Some more anime. Grave of the Fireflies. The Professional Go-Go 13. Porco Rosso. Another Miyazaki film. I guess about a pig. Is it a pig man or something? Is this like... Is he related to Peter Porker? A Labyrinth Blu-ray, the 30th anniversary edition. This is really cool. I like this case. And this is a nice upgrade over my DVD. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. I like these special booklet sort of Blu-rays. I think they're pretty awesome. So, that's something that's definitely worth owning. Logan. On Blu-ray, this movie was sad, depressing, bleak, but at the same time, it was amazing. It's one of my favorite films of the year for sure. And I did have some issues with it, but overall, I liked the film. I really did. It was a great send-off to Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Got a Peanuts film, Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown, and Don't Come Back. And that is it. But there's a letter here I'm going to read. He also sent me a letter, and I'm going to read it. I'm going to scoot this chair back so I can get a little better view of this, so I'm not just completely just staring down at this piece of paper the whole time. Dear Mike, I hope you enjoy these gifts. Silent Night Deadly Night Blu-ray should be an improvement over the DVD upgrade, and maybe someday they might do part 2, and the 4K restoration is just amazing on both cuts. As you think it was filmed last year, with detail, even the clothing / hair / coloring, especially the Santa outfits to the beards and the skin. You can see some things you never saw before. Even the toys in the shop you can see clearer than ever, plus nice extras. Yeah, I hope it's an upgrade over the DVD, because that was a pretty shitty transfer. I can't wait to see my 2 requests this month, being Akira and Nausicaa. Sorry you were disappointed in Ghost in the Shell 1995. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Akira and Nausicaa. In fact, after The Abyss, which is the next review that I will be posting for this series of requests, then I will be reviewing Akira. So that review should actually be up pretty soon. Sorry you're disappointed in Ghost in the Shell, but I thought it was decent. You felt it was nowhere near as good as RoboCop, Blade Runner, Matrix, and Akira in terms of being similar movies. I liked it and dug the live-action version myself, but do you think Kusanagi is like a human cyborg version of Felina Farrell from SWAT Cats combined with RoboCop / Officer Ann Lewis in one? That what she always reminds me of since I saw the anime movie back in '96 when I was 14. And yes, Akira does blow that movie away. I don't really know what to say about the question. I mean, I could see maybe there's similarities between her and Lewis. When it comes to Felina Farrell, I haven't seen SWAT Cats and the Radical Squadron in a long time. I have the complete series on DVD, and I am a fan of the show. I just haven't seen the show since I was a kid, so I can't really say anything about Kusanagi and Felina Farrell. Have you read the Akira manga? Excellent stuff, and if you don't have it, maybe I can send you it someday, and quite different than the movie. Even Joseph Sabor's request to My Neighbor Totoro should be good. I'm looking forward to that one too, because I know my cousin is a huge fan of that one. No, I've never read the manga. Never read it before. I like the Nausicaa manga, so maybe the Akira manga or manga opus. I can't even fucking say this fucking word. Why is it so hard? Manga. I've never read the Akira manga, so might be interesting. For Nausicaa, since you read the manga, joined it or own it. I don't own it anymore. Actually, I think I do somewhere. Because I know I bought it for a class, and I think it might be somewhere, but I don't know for sure. I love the movie for 31 years since I saw it as Warriors of the Wind, and I love the manga for 23 years. You should watch the butchered version of Warriors of the Wind. Warriors of the Wind, original dub first, and the uncut version to see the differences. The movie influenced many films, even one of the inspirations to Avatar by James Cameron, which I'd like to see you review that movie someday. Someday. As you can tell, the Toxic Jungle ending being like Nausicaa's, as Cameron is an animation/anime fan, and even so much more. Hope you enjoyed Golgo 13 The Professional, which would be a perfect double feature with Leon the Professional in terms of action years, the same last part of the title, which next year I'd love to see you review. It's an excellent 1983 adult animated action thriller. It's like John Wick, such James Bond, such Die Hard, as it's badass, sexy, thrilling, emotional. It has animation by TMS of Akira fame. We also did some Tiny Toons / Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Batman animated episodes, and more. Your Anthology Part 2 reviews next month should be awesome with Creepshow 1 and 2, Creepshow 3 rant. A rant fans have been wanting to see you tear that piece of crap in pieces. A piece of crap into pieces. Yeah, I know. That's been a long time coming. Trilogy of Terror, H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon, XX Torture Garden, Body Bags, Dead Time Stories, Dead of Night. You said Dead of Night 1945. The Dead of Night I'm thinking about doing is 1977, the Dan Curtis one. Cat's Eye, Tales from the Hood, 3 Extremes, and more. Maybe we'll review the last episode of Season 2. So Season 3, Tales from the Crypt, and your thoughts on Undertaking Parlor, The Trap, Carrying Death, Top Billing, and more. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on Undertaking Parlor right now. One of my all-time favorite episodes. It's like the Goonies of Tales from the Crypt. The dialogue is witty. The characters are all likable. That's a really great episode. The Trap, another one of my favorites. I'm Lou Paloma. That's one of my favorite. I really enjoy that one. Michael J. Fox's direction is fantastic. It's the idea is absurd and silly, but it's handled really well. And I think the acting is really fun. The performances by all of the actors is really a nice treat. Carrying Death, another great one. Kyle MacLachlan is really great in that, with this kind of, it was like a southern accent or something. Like, it's hard to believe that it's Kyle. He really nailed that accent, and that's got some great practical effects. Top Billing, that's another good one with John Lovitz. Season 3 is my all-time favorite season of the series, so yeah, definitely looking forward to doing that. Even a review of Batman Animated Series Season 1 would be good. Your thoughts on each episode. What do you think of the last episodes of the season? Mad as a Hatter, Fear of Victory, Clock King, Appointment in Crime Alley. When the Bomber, voiced by the guy who did Smartass the Weasel from Roger Rabbit. I haven't gotten around to watching Appointment in Crime Alley just yet. I think that's the last one. That I know. Actually, I think it's Fear of Victory. Appointment in Crime Alley. I don't know if I finished watching that or not. I know I saw Mad as a Hatter. I liked that one. That was good. Clock King I really loved. I thought the animation was unique and brilliant. I love the way that the episode was animated. Joker's Favor, that was a decent one. Dreams in Darkness, I think Joker's Favor, actually I wasn't super big on that one, but it did have some interesting ideas. Dreams in Darkness, I don't think I saw that one yet. Fear of Victory, yeah, that's the one. I didn't like that one. That was like a really weak Scarecrow episode. I also can't wait to hear your thoughts on Season 2, as well as your thoughts on the other seasons. fave episodes in the series, such as Robin's Reckoning, which earned an Emmy for Best Writing in 1993. And the two-parter that makes Robin likable in his origin, Strange Case of Bruce Wayne, the one with Hugo Strange in his only episode, Almost Got Him, the best episode in the series. Classic one in my fave episode, Heart of Steel. One episode is like Halloween 3 meets Invasion of the Body Snatchers. 2001, a Terminator kind of episode. The guy from Blade Runner plays Sebastian in that movie and even looks like him. If you're so smart, why aren't you rich? One Riddler episode and John Glover. The one Riddler episode and John Glover was fantastic as Riddler. Even looks like the actor. Why was there only one Riddler episode? That's weird. Tiger, the one Dr. Moreau, Dr. Butcher, MD, aka Zombie Holocaust, as David Cronenberg film-esque episode where the lovely Selena Kyle gets turned into a strangely attractive little Catwoman. It's like Callie Briggs from SWAT Cats or Felicia from Darkstalkers. Yeah, I remember that one. I don't remember actually being necessarily attracted to the feline version of Selena Kyle, but I don't really have an issue with that. I guess. But I do remember that episode. Demon's Quest, I guess the Ra's al Ghul two-parter with Dan Warner, who's perfect for the role. I think that's the one with Etrigan, the demon. Man Who Killed Batman, one Rick Moranis lookalike on claimed to kill Batman. Santana, the episode is the debut of Bruce Timm's favorite DC gal, played by Julie Bruin from Tiny Toons. She played Minerva Mink from Animaniacs. And Julie Brown, the mechanic episode inspired by Batman Returns, one of the better Penguin episodes. Harley and Ivy, beginning of how they became a duo. Mudslide, the other Clayface episode and why he's breaking apart. His Silicon Soul, a very Ghost in the Shell meets Terminator Blade Runner kind of episode about a cyborg who is like Batman. And Laughing Fish, a fine Joker episode by Paul Dini. Your Cult of Chucky, more like Cunt of Chucky / Seed of Chucky. Curse of Chucky rants. Made me laugh my ass off, and I agree, they totally suck ass. Yeah, they do. Bride of Chucky I thought was okay, but fell flat, despite it tried. You're right, Mancini is a shitty writer / director, despite he did good with the Fitting Punishment episode. Tales from the Crypt when he co-wrote the script, and Cellar Dweller. Some Hannibal episodes. Cellar Dweller was good until the ending, and then it just fell apart. Some Hannibal episodes, but after Child's Play 3... things went downhill, no thanks to the writer. He's a cancer to the franchise, I agree. I did rant as Seed / Curse / Cult on YouTube. How I feel about Mancini too, is he needs to go. He's threatening us with another movie starring Glenn / Glenda again. Oh, please, God. Oh no, he needs to give it this series and put it to rest, as he just killed / buried the franchise. Seed is Don's favorite movie in the franchise. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can believe it. I can totally believe that. I bet he thought it was funny when Glenn / Glenda pissed his pants, and I bet he probably loves the Chucky jacking off scene, even in the unrated cut. Yeah, he probably does. I still remember seeing the unrated cut of C back in 2004, hoping for more explicit gore / makeup effects, but no, we get to see a longer shot of Chucky jerking off with his hand on his wang, maybe shudder or even facepalm. It's a perfect reaction for that. What the hell is wrong with Mancini making fans think we want to see Chucky's wang? Beats me. I have no idea. Something seriously wrong with him. Glenn / Glenda looks like a gelfling with shark teeth. He totally does look like a gelfling with shark teeth. It's ironic how Billy Boyd and Brad Dourif are also in Lord of the Rings. Speaking of which, maybe next year should review all the Lord of the Rings movies, animated and live action. Curse of Chucky should have been a Halloween H2O movie with Andy fighting Chucky for one last time, but the director / writer screwed the pooch here. Cult was another cop-out ending too, even with Kyle at the end, when it should have been the movie. Mancini is an idiot. I agree. Maybe next year we should try to continue fantasy movies. The thoughts on Lady Hawk, Conan 1 and 2, Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy 1 and 2, Doctor Strange, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, Willow. It's the 30th anniversary next year. I think I'll definitely do a review of Willow sometime next year, because that's my favorite fantasy film. Legend, Neverending Story, Princess Bride, and others. Especially animation reviews like Grave of Fireflies. This movie will destroy you inside, as it's a realistic as hell and hard-hitting 1988 World War II drama. Turning 30 next year, which the movie destroyed me inside when I was at 13. I rented it with my friends. We felt bad at the end. About a teen orphan with his little sister who need to find shelter after their parents are destroyed in the bombing in Hiroshima. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that definitely does sound like a heavy film. Aladdin, Wicked City, Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D 1 and 2. Beauty and the Beast, Oliver and Company, Flight of Dragons, Roger Rabbit, Perfect Blue, Fire and Ice, Last Unicorn, Wolf Children, more Miyazaki, Sword in the Stone, Pinocchio, Master of the Phantasm, and more. I'm running out of breath because there's a lot. There's a lot of words here. I mean, that's nice though. I mean, this is really cool. Means a lot to me. I'll try to get to as many of those as I can next year. Depends on on how much time I have, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna make an effort to do that. Check out the Punisher series on Netflix, as Marvel Studios has done justice to the anti-hero character well. And it's quite awesome too, as he did great in his guest starring role in Daredevil. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a look sometime. Along with season 2 of Stranger Things, which I still haven't gotten around to watching. BoJack Horseman is another one to recommend, which is an adult animated dramedy series with humans and antlers coexist as popular 80s/early 90s TV star who's an anthrop horse person named BoJack and wants to find happiness. It's sad, heartwarming, funny, and all of that. Since you enjoyed Life Force, do you think it was interesting? It was an interesting, fresh, Lovecraftian sci-fi take on the vampire/succubus zombie lore by having aliens as the origin of the vampire/succubus legends/mythology, even with a twist to the vampire legends by saying the vampires did in fact exist throughout time, but instead of being the undead, they were aliens. Almost a Vampiro comics with Planet Draculon. Yeah, I definitely did think it was interesting, and I definitely did feel that it was a fresh take on the vampire legend. How many stars do you give to the Hooper movies, such Cult of Chucky, Machete movies, Leatherface, Amicus films, Tragedy Girls, Death Day, Heathers? Happy Death Day, Heathers. Name some movies you give 0 stars. What are your favorite non-superhero-based comic movies? I think I'll just save those questions for like next time I do a Q&A, because I really can't answer those questions off the top of my head right now. I agree, Executive Decision sucks. Saw that in theaters as age 13. That was a total bore. When Air Force One /Con Air Die Hard 2 Passenger 57 were better airplane actioneers. Since you enjoyed Guardians 2, did you like his cameo on that one? He looked better than in Part 1, and hope he gets a series from Marvel Studios produced by James Gunn. And be like Deadpool meets BoJack. I think he was talking about Howard the Duck. And yeah, the cameo was okay. And I do agree. I'd love to see like a Netflix animated series of Howard the Duck. Hope he gets to be in Part 3, and since Fox is now doing a deal with Marvel Studios as announced, hope we get Silver Surfer and Galactus and Guardians 3, which would be awesome. Maybe even the Starjammers would be cool. Sincerely, John, and happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, happy holidays to you too, Jonathan. Thanks again for all these gifts. Forgive me for flubbing my words to that letter. It was a lot of words, a lot of reading. Once again, thank you for the letter, and thanks for all the wonderful gifts. And thank you for watching, and I will see you later. See ya.